Hello everyone and welcome back to the WCG for this afternoon session on day 2 of the third and deciding test match of the Harley Cranes Test Series between Brennan's 11 and Matt's 11. It's the men in green who enter this afternoon session well on top in this test match, as they restricted the men in blue to 7 for 68 at lunch, and they'll be looking to come out after the break and wrap up this Blues innings. It was a positive start to the day's play for the men in blue. Peter Fowler advancing at Matthew White, hitting him through cover for 6. A sight not seen that often at the WCG. But that would be where his fun would end, as Joel Wodjick took one of the greatest catches ever seen at the WCG, off his bowling no less, to remove Fowler for 6, to get the green machine rolling in the morning session. That would bring Justin Brooke to the crease, and he would stand up for his side once again, as he would hit 2 6s and 2 4s in his innings of 20 to get the Blues back on track. However, he would fall to Wodjick once again, this time from a smart juggling catch here from their skipper, and that would trigger a late session collapse here for Brennan's 11. Both Paneros and Merrifield hitting the ball over the fence, dismissed for 1 and 0 respectively. And then Nathan Hancock would get revenge on his brother for his first innings dismissal, bowling him around his legs in the final over before the break, to leave the green machine holding all the aces as we move into a massive session. So as we take a look at where the match stands as the players make their way back out into the middle, it's the men in blue who will resume at 7 for 68, still trailing the green machine by 54 runs. So the title holders have plenty of work to do if they're to get themselves back into this contest. It'll be Josh Bolling who will resume at the crease, 0 not out, as the green machine move in for the kill. So it'll be Josh Bolling who will resume this afternoon session, as he safely negotiated the 5 deliveries left in the Hancock over to get his side through to lunch. But he has a big task ahead of him now. And his task will begin with Matt White, who will steam in for the first over of the session. Here he's in now too, bowling, and this one's a short delivery, and Bolling sways out of the way of this easy enough. So the green machine will be looking to wrap this innings up here and take a sizable lead with them into the second innings. The lead currently stands at 54. As White is in once again too, bowling. This one's a full delivery which slides down the leg side for no run. So the first objective will be clear here for the men in blue. They'll be hoping to get as close as they can to this match 11 total, but there's just Bolling, Lavin and Hayden to get that job done. Here is White will continue again now to bowling, and this one's a beautiful delivery outside the off stump, which has the beating of bowling all ends up. So this will be a tough period here for the tail ender. Can he hold out? White to continue to bowling in the 32nd over of the innings. Here's in now, this one's a full delivery down the leg side, and there's a massive appeal here from the Greens. They think he's tickled this down the leg side. Oh, the umpire says not out, and the Greens are incensed. As we take a look at the replay, oh, I think that's a clear edge. I think Bolling gets away with one there. Well, I think the guilt was written all over his face judging on that replay, as White is in once again to bowling. This is another one that slides down the leg side, but this time there appears to be no contact. So yet another controversial umpiring decision here in this decider. There has been some poor officiating so far in this test match. Can Bolling make the most of his second chance, as White is in for the final ball of the over, and it's a wide delivery to end with. It'll be Joel Wodjick to bowl the 33rd over of the innings. Who's in now to bowling. This one's a back of a length delivery, but this cuts Bolling in half. It's a beautiful start to the over from Wodjick, who's been on song today. Yeah, he's too good. Wodjick to continue to bowling in the 33rd over. He's in now, this one's another in-swinging delivery, and it's yet another one that cuts Bolling in half. Well, Wodjick showing that he's just as dangerous with the swing ball as he is with the spin. A man of many talents here is Wodjick. He's been an absolute godsend to the men in green since coming into the squad in the second test match. And is he about to help his side to their first title in 4 years? As you continue again now to Bolling. This one's a full toss, and Bolling's able to get it through covers for a much needed boundary. So he gets off the mark in style, this Bolling, as he moves to 4. The men in blue 7 for 74. It'll be Alex Stepien to bowl the 34th over of the innings, as he'll go around the wicket here to Bolling, and it's a full delivery outside the off stump, and Bolling has a slash but doesn't make contact. Can he crawl his side towards the match 11 total? The deficit has dropped below 50s, now standing at 48. Stepien will continue again now to Bolling. This one's a full delivery, and this goes through Bolling. Actually, I think this one hits the toe end of the bat and bounces before it hits the auto wiki. So step in, just causing bowling a few problems here in this over. The men in green searching for these 3 remaining Brennan's 11 wickets. Here's step in, will continue again now 2 bowling. And this one's a full delivery down the leg side. And it's let go by bowling for no run. The bowling does have some ability with the bat. It only has a high score of 12 so far this series. So the men in blue will be hoping for far more than that. The step in is in once again to him now, and he plays it on the offside as it runs along the fence and goes to the boundary. So that will help for the men in blue as bowling moves to 8. The deficit is cut to 44. The men in blue 7 for 78. The step in is in for the final ball of the over, and it's a good length delivery played on the offside for no run. It'll be Michael Johnson to bowl the 35th over of the innings. He is in now 2 bowling. He begins with an absolute beauty outside the off stump, as this one looked to have done a bit off the seam as it beats the edge of bowling's bat. So a good start to the over here from Johnson, who's yet to pick up a wicket here in this innings, as he'll continue 2 bowling over the wicket. As this one's a back of a lane delivery. Oh, is there glove this time? There is! He's been given out by the umpire. So that's the 8th wicket down for the men in blue as bowling goes for 8. Brennan's 11, 8 for 78 as the men in green get their man. So the green machine just 2 away now, as that wicket now brings Todd LAVIN to the crease at number 9. He's got a high score of 10 so far in this series, and I reckon the Blues would take that right about now. So it'll be Michael Johnson, who's just picked up his first wicket, to bowl to LAVIN for his first delivery. Here he's in now, and it's a back of length delivery, and LAVIN is solid in defence. So a good positive start there from the tail ender, showing the defence of a top order batsman. As Johnson is in for the final ball of the over. Here he's in now, and this one's a back of length delivery, and LAVIN plays this onto the fence for no run. Harry Dean to bowl the 36th over of the innings. He's in now over the wicket to LAVIN. He begins with a full toss, and LAVIN is solid once again and plays it on the offside for no run. So a good start to his innings here from LAVIN. Looks like he's going to be up for the fight as Dean continues to him now over the wicket, and he gets a thick edge, and has he been caught by the audio wiki? He has. The umpire's given him out. So that's the 9th wicket down for the men in blue. LAVIN protests, but he's got to go. He will take a look on the replay. Yeah, that's well inside. LAVIN goes for a duck. Brennan's 11, 9 for 79 in their first innings, as that wicket now brings Troy Hayden to the crease, the last man in here. He has a massive task on his hands, with his side still trailing by 44 runs. So Harry Dean, who's just picked up his first wicket of the match, looking to wrap this up as he's into Hayden. He was in now, and it's a flush outside the off stump, and there's 1 or 2 appeals here from the Greens fieldsman, but it's been given not out. As we have a look, oh, he's hit the ground. Dean to continue to Hayden in the 36th over. Here he's in now, and this one's a full delivery outside the off stump, and it's well driven there by Hayden, but he can't beat Michael Johnson there at mid-off. So the men in green tightening their grip on this test match, as Dean will continue again now to Hayden, as he gets a thick inside edge onto the fence, and he's going to scamper through for a single, and he gets there comfortably after Wodgick can't gather, and that's his first run at the WCG for some time. So that drops the deficit to 43. His side 8 for 79 in their first innings. As we arrive at the final ball of the Dean over. He's been brilliant with the ball once again. Can he wrap it up? Here he's in now, it's a full delivery, and it's driven by Hayden, but fielded by Dean. It'll be Daniel Arnold to bowl the 37th over of the innings. Here he's in now to Hayden. He begins with a hooping in-swinging delivery, but this one slides down the leg side. So just 1 away here are the men in green. They are in the box seat here in this decider, and how they would love to take a 40-plus lead with them into this second innings. As Arnold is in once again to Hayden. It's a full delivery, and he's hit it over the fence. So that will be it. No, it won't be it. It's come back into the field of play. Well, can you believe it? That's just the luck the Blues need at the moment. So that'll be 6 runs to the score. It was a beautiful in-swinging delivery here from Arnold. Hayden gets well underneath it, and it hits the corner of the house and comes back in. Can you believe it? So Hayden has moved along to 7, as Arnold will continue to him now over the wicket, and this one's a back of a length delivery outside the off stump, and Hayden flashes but doesn't make contact. So the men in blue 9 for 85 in their first innings, still trailing the green machine by 37 runs, as Arnold is in for the final ball of his over. He's in now to a short wide delivery outside the off stump to end with. It'll be Joel Wodgick to bowl the 38th over of the innings. He's in now to Hayden. It's a good outswinging delivery on a good length, and it's another play and a miss there from Hayden. He's scratching around as a tail ender, but he's still there. Wojcik to continue to Hayden in the 38th over. Here's in now, this one's a full in swinging delivery, and there it is, as he rips his poles back. The innings is over for the men in blue as they've been bowled out for 85. Wojcik picks up his 3rd wicket of the innings, and the men in green will take a pretty handy 37-run lead with them into the 2nd innings. So it was a pretty dismal effort with the bat here from the men in blue, as just Brendan Scott and Justin Brooke were able to reach double figures in being bowled out for 85 in their 1st innings, as they have coughed up a 37-run lead to the Green Machine as we enter this 2nd innings. The skipper top scoring once again with 24 for the men in blue, as they've got to play catch-up cricket from here on in. It was a brilliant effort with the ball from start to finish for the Green Machine. Joel Wojcik leading the way for his side once again with 3 for 11 off his 4.5 overs, as he was brilliantly supported by Nathan Hancock, who finally got the rewards his bowling deserves, taking 2 for 6 off his 4 overs, with Dean, Johnson, Arnold, Pasterfield and Schaefer each picking up a wicket. So as we take a look at where the match stands as we head into this 2nd innings, it's the men in green who will take a very handy 37-run lead with them into this 2nd innings. And you get the feeling that if they can produce one final decent effort with the bat, then come the close of play tonight, they might just have one hand on the trophy. So it will be Daniel Arnold who will get this 2nd innings underway for the men in green. Has been fantastic since moving to the top of the order. He's got about 50 minutes to negotiate till the tea break. So wickets are the order for the men in blue as we get this 2nd innings underway. It'll be Rabi Basher bowling over the wicket to Arnold. Here he is in now, this one's a back of a length delivery. Oh, and that will help. They've got a wicket with the 1st ball of the innings as Arnold goes for a golden duck. Well, they've come from everywhere, Brandon's 11, to celebrate that wicket. They know how massive that is. It's just about the perfect delivery which cuts back off the seam first up as it bends Daniel Arnold's off pole back, and the men in blue could not have dreamed for a better start. 1 for none. Well, drama from the very first delivery, as that wicket will now bring Matt White, the skipper, to the crease here at number 2. Has been short on runs of late. Can he produce a captain's knock for his side? So it'll be Basher, who has his tail up here to bowl to White for his first delivery. Here's in now, and this one's a short delivery outside the off stump, and White leaves it alone. Well, how the men in blue would love to remove the Green Machine skipper cheaply. They've still got plenty of work to do here, but they've begun in the best possible fashion. As Basher will continue over the wicket here to White in the opening over. As he's in now, and that's a wild delivery which sails over the head of White. So that will be a no ball, and Matt's 11 are underway for this 2nd innings. Now this is shaping up to be a very exciting period before the tea break. We'll get about 45 minutes in or so. Here is Basher's in once again to White. This one's a short delivery, and White cuts this away on the offside for a maximum. It was just out of the reach of Paneros there at cover, but that will settle the nerves for the Green Machine. 1 for 7. Basher to continue to White in the opening over. Here's in now, this one's a full delivery outside the off stump, but White chooses to leave it alone. So a good watchful start here from the skipper. Is this his time to shine for his side? As Basher is in for the final ball of the over. Here's in now, this one's a good length delivery, and it's played on the onside for no run to end with. It'll be skipper v skipper as Scott will come into White for the 2nd over of the innings. Here's in now, and it's a good length delivery, and White is forward and defends well. So a big battle this here in the context of the test match. Scott has decided to take this 2nd over. He's looking to dismiss his opposite number himself. Here's will come in once again here to White. It's a full delivery, and he has done just that as he goes right through his opposite number, and that's the 2nd wicket down for the Green Machine. Well, I wonder if this is bowled White between his legs. It looked to be going, down leg side, and it's hit his toes and gone onto the stumps. White's horror run with luck continues. So the Green Machine 2 for 7 in their 2nd innings. As that wicket now brings Harry Dean to the crease at number 3. Has yet to make a score in double figures so far this series. So he's a man under the pump. So it's Scott who's got his tail up to bowl around the wicket now to Harry Dean for his first delivery. Here's in now, and he's offered no stroke there as Dean. But there's only a laboured appeal here from the Blues, and it's given not out. Well, hasn't the whole momentum of this match changed within the last 10 minutes or so? It's now the Green Machine feeling a bit of heat. Scott is in once again to Dean, and this one's a back of the length delivery outside the off stump, and Dean leaves it alone. Well, there's no need to panic here for the Green Machine. as they're effectively 2 for 44 after taking that 37-run lead with them into this innings. As Scott will continue again around the wicket here to Dean, and it goes right through him. And how has that not collected that off stump? Scott cannot believe it. It's a beautiful in-swing and delivery, and how is that missed? It'll be Justin Brooke to bowl the third over of the innings, as he too will go around the wicket. It begins with a good length delivery which slides down the leg side, and Harry Dean just watches it for no run. So the Blues look up for the challenge here. Can today be the day that Harry Dean shines for his side? Here as Brooke continues again now to Dean, and it's a full delivery, and it's a beautiful cover drive to get off the mark from Dean. That'll give the left-hander plenty of confidence as he moves along to 4. His side 2 for 11. Brooke to continue around the wicket to Dean in the third over. He's in now, and this one's a good length delivery, and it's a solid forward defensive stroke from Dean, who punches it to cover for no run. So he's looked pretty good so far, Dean, since he's come to the crease. As Brooke will continue around the wicket to him now, and this one's a back of length delivery, and once again Dean is solid in defence. So the Green Machine 2 for 11, an overall lead of 48 runs. Here as Brooke will continue around the wicket once again. This one's a full delivery, and it's another beautiful cover drive from Dean, and this beats bowling at cover for another boundary. So the lead passes 50 for the Green Machine as Dean moves to 8. Matt's 11, 2 for 15, as Josh Bolling will bowl the fourth over of the innings. He's in now, and it's a good length delivery, which spins back into Dean, who defends it well enough. So good this from Harry Dean, who is just stabilising the ship and settling the nerves here for the Green Machine. As Bolling is in once again to Dean. This one's a short delivery, and he's played on the leg side, and it beats the Blue skipper there for another boundary. Scott hits the ground in frustration. He thinks he should have stopped this, but the facts are it's another boundary, and Dean moves into double figures for the first time. Bolling to continue to Dean in the fourth over. Here he's in now, this one's a full delivery, and it's another solid defensive stroke there from Dean, who plays it on the offside for no run. The Green Machine 2 for 19 in their second innings, an overall lead of 56 runs. As Bolling is in once again to Dean, it's another beautiful forward defensive stroke as he plays that down the pitch for no run. So Dean looking up to the task here after receiving a dodgy ALBW decision in the first innings. As Bolling is in for the final ball of the over, and it's just played to George Paneras on the leg side for no run. It'll be George Paneras to bowl the fifth over of the innings. He's in now to Dean. This one's a back of a length delivery, and he strikes Dean on the hip and drops for no run. So after a nervy start, things are just getting back on track here for the Green Machine. Thanks to Harry Dean has moved along to his highest test score at the WCG. As Paneras is in once again to Dean, who drives on the offside. Has been stopped there by Rabio Basher, but Dean will pinch a single on the rebound. So good busy cricket here from Harry Dean, who moves along to 13. The Green Machine 2 for 20. Paneras to continue to Dean in the fifth over. He's in now around the wicket, and this one's a back of a length delivery, and Dean punches this on the offside to Rabio Basher for no run. So he's looked very solid so far in his second innings here as Dean, standing up for the Green Machine here when they need him the most. As Paneras will continue to him now around the wicket. Here he's in now, this one's a fuller delivery, and Harry Dean shoulders arms as he lets his crash into his thigh. So the lead for the Green Machine currently standing at 57, with 8 second innings wickets left in the shed. So they'll be reasonably pleased with where they are at the moment. And Paneras is in for the final ball of the over, and this one slides down the leg side. As we take a look over in the peanut gallery, they're enjoying a beautiful day's cricket here at the WCG, with the match hanging in the balance. And it'll be Gavin Merrifield who will bowl his first over of the innings. As he now round the wicket here to Dean, he begins with a back of a length delivery, and Dean is solid in defence once again as he drops this on the leg side. So we've got about 20 minutes left before the tea break here on day 2. As Merrifield will continue around the wicket here to Dean. This one's another back of a length delivery, and Dean drops this on the offside and will scamper through for another single. So he moves along to 14. The Green Machine 2 for 23 in their second innings, an overall lead of 60 runs. So they'll be very delighted with where the match stands at the moment. As Merrifield will continue around the wicket here to Dean. This one's a full delivery, and Dean plays this on the leg side as it's picked up by Fowler for no run. So fantastic stuff this from Harry Dean, who has just stabilised the ship. He'll be looking to guide his side through to the tea break. As Merrifield is in once again to Dean, it's another back of a length delivery, and once again Dean is solid in defence. So you'd think that Matt's 11 will be looking to set the men in blue a target in excess of 150, which would be a record run chase here at the WCG. As Merrifield is in once again to Dean, who's patted up. Oh, and he's been given out LBW once again. Well, lightning does strike twice here for the men in blue. Well, just as Dean was beginning to look comfortable, oh, you'd have to say height's an issue again. It's deja vu for Harry Dean. Well, that is another talking point here in this test match, as that wicket will now bring Nathan Hancock to the crease. He was the first innings hero for the Green Machine, making his highest score of 34. Can he stand up once again? So to be Gavin Merrifield, who's just picked up his first wicket of the series, to bowl to Nathan Hancock around the wicket. Here he's in now, and oh, he's got a bottom edge. He has through to the keeper. It's 2 and 2 deliveries here for the men in blue. There'll be no repeat heroics here for the youngster, who goes first delivery here in the second innings. So it's bang bang for the men in blue. Yeah, it's the toe end of the bat. The Green Machine now 4 for 23, and the men in blue believe once again. So the men in blue go bang bang off the back of a dubious LBW decision once again, as that wicket will now bring Michael Johnson to the crease, dismissed for a golden duck in the first innings. Can he stand up here? And it's the bloke that dismissed him in that first innings, Daniel Hancock, who he'll have to face up for his first delivery once again. He's in now over the wicket. It's a full delivery, and this wraps Johnson on the pad and is fielded for no run. Well, the momentum of this match changes once again. What a contest we've had here in this decider. Here's Hancock, will continue again now to Johnson. This one's a full delivery, and there's a slight appeal here from the men in blue, but I think this has flicked Johnson on the thigh as it goes past. As we take a look at the replay, yeah, it just looks like his leg. Hancock to continue to Johnson in the 9th over. Here's in now, this one's a full delivery, and it's a tight leave there from Johnson. That one looked to have shaped back into Johnson there, but he's judged it well in the end. So the Green Machine 4 for 23 in their second innings, an overall lead of 60 runs. Here's Hancock is in once again to Johnson. This one's a short delivery pulled on the leg side, but he can't beat Justin Brooke at mid-wicket. So about 8 minutes remaining to the tea break. Here's Hancock is in for the final ball of the over. Here's in now, and this one's a good length delivery, and this one looks like it's spat up here at Johnson. So a good one to finish with there from Hancock, but Johnson survives. It'll be Brendan Scott who'll bowl the 11th over of the innings. Here's in now to Johnson. This one's a full delivery, and it pops up on the leg side, and it's taken there from bowling, but there's no bat in there, says the umpire. As we take a look at the replay, it's a vicious in-swinging delivery. Now straight off the boot. Johnson to face Scott once again here in the 11th over. Here he's in now over the wicket. This one's a full toss, and he's left a full in-swinging delivery, which is clattered into his off stump. Johnson goes for a pair in the test match, and they lose their 5th wicket right on the tea break. 5 for 23. Well, now there might be a few nerves running through the match 11 camp, as that wicket now brings Joel Wodjick to the crease at number 6. Scores of 60 and 10 so far in this series. Can he stand up for his side once again? He'll have a nasty 5-minute period here to negotiate before the break, as Scott is into him now over the wicket. Here he's in now, and it's a full delivery, and it's a play and a miss first up from Wodjick. So the nerves running high here for the men in green, with the men in blue circling. Scott to continue to Wodjick in the 11th over. Here he's in now over the wicket. This one's a full delivery, and there's an appeal here from the Blues, as this one goes through Wodjick once again, but the umpire has said not out. As we take a look at the replay, oh, it's just flicked his leg. Must have narrowly missed the stumps too. So 2 deliveries left for Wodjick to negotiate of this Scott over. As Scott is in once again to him now, and it's a full delivery, and this time Wodjick is solid in defence as he plays that back down the pitch for no run. So the men in green 5 for 23 as we arrive at the final ball of the Scott over. He's in now over the wicket to Wodjick. This one's a back of a length delivery, and Wodjick is watchful and lets it go to end with. It'll be Rabi Basher to bowl the 12th over of the innings. He's in now to Wodjick, and it's a full delivery which Wodjick guides onto the fence. Yeah, and I think Basher has got away with one there. Yeah, he escapes punishment. That looked quite high. There's no ball call coming from the umpire. Here's Basher will continue to Wodjick in the 12th over. Here's in now, this one's a short delivery, and Wodjick hammers this through the covers to get off the mark in style. That'll settle the nerves for the big man. He moves along to 4, inside 5 for 29. Basher to continue to Wodjick in the 12th over. Here's in now, this one's another short wide delivery, and it has run along to the boundary once again. So back-to-back boundaries here for Wodjick. Basher releasing the pressure that has been built up. Match 11, 5 for 33. So So it'll be Justin Brook to bowl the final over before the tea break. As he'll go around the wicket here too. Wodjick begins with a full fast delivery, and Wodjick is up to the task as he plays that back down the pitch for no run. So good this from Wodjick, who has just stabilised the ship somewhat here. He's moved along to 8, and his side have an overall lead of 70. As Brook is in once again to him now, and this one's a back of length delivery. And once again, Wodjick is up to the task and defence for no run. So can Wodjick survive till the tea break? What a final session we have looming here at the WCG tonight. As Brook will continue around the wicket here to Wodjick. This is in now, and this one's a full toss. And it's played on the offside, but he can't beat Paneros there at cover. So 3 deliveries left here in the session. Match 11, 5 for 33 in their second innings, an overall lead of 70. As Brook is in once again to Wodjick, and this one's a back of a length delivery, and Wodjick just allows this to hit him on the body. So you get the feeling that Wodjick is the key here for the men in blue. If they can remove him cheaply, there's not a great deal to come for the men in green. As Brook is in for the penultimate delivery of the session, and it's a back of a length delivery, which once again Wodjick allows to hit him on the body. So good this from Wodjick as we arrive at the final ball of the session. It's Brook to Wodjick. Here it's a full toss, and he guides this down the ground, and he gets this past Brook to end the session with a boundary. Wodjick will resume the final session, not out on 12, and the green machine will resume with an overall lead of 74. So in an absolutely amazing session of Test cricket, it's now the men in green who limp into the tea break at 5 for 37, an overall lead of 74 runs, after a spirited fight back with the ball from the men in blue has got them back into this contest. Dean and Wodjick, the only batsmen to make double figures so far, as you get the feeling that this final session all hinges on the bat of Joel Wodjick. So the green machine will take a 74 run lead with them into this final session, with 5 second innings wickets left in the shed. However, with an out of form Schaefer and the tail just remaining, the men in blue may see an avenue back into this contest. A massive final session coming up next.